AITA for saying that I will never, ever babysit my half-sibling? I, 16 meters, live with my mom. My dad lost his parental rights due to abandonment. No contact over a year and no child support. He contacted us after getting sober and things seemed to be going well. But then his new wife tried to prohibit me from reading YA books featuring LGBT characters. That was when I decided to not visit their house again so I don't have to follow their rules. This morning I found out that my dad's new wife got pregnant. They asked me to meet them at a cafe and I decided to go. Just to hear what they have to say. It's been 20 days since I last saw my dad. They asked if I would consider helping babysit the kid after he is born. They are thinking of having me over for 3 hours each day when the baby is born, so that they can have their time outside by themselves. When I asked my dad's wife if she would still try to control what I read, she said yes, and that she doesn't want me bringing certain books to their home. I told them that I won't do it then since they expect me to just sit there doing nothing for 3 hours except watching the kid. Won't even allow me to use TV since she doesn't want anyone else touching their remote. My grandparents said I should be a bit willing to consider the idea since the kid's my half-sibling. Update. I told it to him straight. I told him he's crazy if he thinks that as a 16 years old I'll take responsibility for an infant. 3 hours a day. Not to mention zero pay and having his wife censor my reading materials. Then I told him I hope he's a better dad to this kid than he ever was to me. Before blocking him. NTA. Info, are they offering to pay you and is that a decent amount? If not, why did they think you would be interested by their offer? Some people are so entitled. NTA. If the only reason they are even reaching out to you now is because you would be a built-in babysitter, then I wouldn't ever go to their house ever again. Period. The fact that they are on top of that, trying to control what you read and watch at 16 years old is ridiculous. Your dad doesn't get to pick and choose when he wants to be a parent to you. And your stepmom has no right to control anything to do with you. If I were you, I would go completely no contact with them. And I highly recommend getting some therapy to deal with your abandonment issues and how horribly your dad has treated you. Always remember, you don't owe your dad a relationship just because he is your dad. He should have to earn being a part of your life by respecting you and showing he values your time and energy, just like anyone else. NTA. Sounds like they want a relationship with you only so they can use you as a babysitter. Books or no books. Why would you want that at all? They're just using you. NTA. They just want free childcare. And at 3 hours daily, that's a lot of free childcare. There's also the separate issue that a 16-year-old is likely not equipped to take care of a newborn baby with zero supervision. I say that not as a slight on you or your maturity, but as an issue that any reasonable new parent should think of before arranging childcare. Since they seemingly don't trust you to choose an appropriate book or touch their TV remote incorrectly, why would they think you are capable of taking care of a newborn? Explain to your grandparents that you aren't against having a relationship with the new step-sibling, just against this particular arrangement. Don't work for bigots and enablers. Don't work for free. Don't work for manipulative, untrustworthy, control NGAHs. NTA. You are doing great. So your stepmom doesn't trust you to touch their precious TV. But it's totally fine for you to take care of her newborn baby. That says everything there is to know. They just want a free nanny. NTA. Don't feel bad. You are not to blame if your dad didn't care about having a better relationship with you before needing you for free favors. Let them take care of their TV and their baby. NTA. That's a lot of, presumably free, childcare thereafter. They shouldn't expect 1 minute from you. Asking if you'd babysit once in a while, and paying for it, is one thing, which even then, it is okay for you to say no. But giving up 3 hours per day is ridiculous. What about you? What about your studies, work, leisure time? As for censoring your reading, and not allowing you to watch TV? Nope. I'd be out of there. As for your grandparents saying you should babysit because it's your half-sibling, that's a hard no. Visiting your dad and his wife to see the baby is one thing, but they're trying to use you. Maybe tell your dad to be a dad and get it right this time round. I wish my wife and I could just dump our kids with someone else for 3 hours every single day too. Simply go out and have fun. Like seriously, what do they need 3 hours to themselves for every single day? Huge red flags suggesting your dad hasn't changed at all. Sounds like he's picked a winner to knock up too. NTA and your grandparents have no say. No is a complete answer. They made the kid. They can deal with the kid. You are not responsible for their kid. 100% NTA. And you're setting the right boundaries for yourself and for the future. For what it's worth, I'm proud of you. NTA, just because you're related to them doesn't make them family. They don't treat you as family, so you owe them nothing. They're looking for free childcare and are trying to guilt you into doing it for them. NTA. They just want to use you to babysit the kid while controlling you as much as they can. And your father abandoned you as well. He has no right to even ask you that. INTA. They chose to have a child, not you. In no case you have to help them. If they want free time, they can pay a babysitter or you instead. Otherwise, don't lift a finger for them. Their child is their responsibility to care alone. NTA. Seems like they ain't paying you since your dad and his wife never bring up the topic of compensation. They just want you for free labor. NTA. They want you to do something for free but allow you no liberties to be yourself. For a parent who has already had significant shortcomings, that's a hard pass. Is she one of those moms for liberty people? If so, I would stay as far away as possible for your own safety. Oh, I remember you. Seriously, you don't have to ask. Of course you are NTA. My question, however, is, how many times do you need your father and his wife to abuse you before realizing that they are not good for you? That they do not have your best interests at heart? They want to use you and control you. As long as you hear them out, you are just giving them the opportunity to hurt you. I understand your outrage, but please, for your own sake, leave them behind you and focus on yourself and your mother. Your father and his wife are the and nothing but shish will come of them. NTA. They just want a free babysitter, not a relationship with you. Dad is tough for not supporting you against his wife. I think I remember your post here about your mill and your fight with her about the books you read. Looks like things haven't changed. You're still NTA and she's still a major bigot AH. NTA. Given that they're not offering to pay you, but expect your help 3 hours every day, I think this is something they believe will benefit them far more than it will benefit you. I'm assuming you have school and studying to do? Caring for a baby for 3 hours every day won't align with that all. If you don't have any experience with babies, 3 hours is a lot of time to be alone with one too. I also wouldn't allow your father's wife to have any control over you. Her not even allowing you to touch their remote speaks volumes about how controlling she is. If they want you to have a genuine relationship with your half-sibling, there are better ways to go about that.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.